starting to spike, it will calm you. And if you're like low, you're having a little bit of fatigue, it can help elevate those and balance out those hormones.
Nice. So are those things in the same family as nootropics?
Yeah. I mean, I always refer to them as like botanical medicine, but I think they do fall in that category too.
I'm on those right now. One of the community members got me on nootropics. I take a multiple a bunch of supplements, a bunch of them, and there's everything from herbs and mushrooms and funguses and all kinds of different things in these. A really good brand of nootropics that we've found in the community, and they have one of the things that I've noticed about them is that I get energy, I get clarity, but I get, like you said, that level, like the stress levels aren't as high anymore. Like I don't, boom and crash and that kind of thing. I noticed that with the nootropics and those, I guess you call them smart herbs.
Yes. Yep. So that's, same thing.
Nice.
And then to answer your the participant question. So colostrum, I know that, there's a lot of studies on immune health and I think even like some joint health with it, but it's known, I think, best for immune health. I personally don't use it a lot just because it comes from like the mammary glands of a mammal, and their genetic makeup is different than ours. So even though it's healthy for their newborns, I still don't understand, and I'm looking through the science, but I don't know how it totally is equivocal to human genetics and our immune system. So it is, it's a little different, but I've heard things from both sides of the field with that. So that's what I have to say about it.
Okay.
Do you use colostrum?
What's that?
Do you use colostrum?
I had been given, I've tried so many supplements, and then there's so many different supplements. Like literally my nootropics, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bottles of nootropics. I have 2, 3, 4 bottles of supplements. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bottles of eyedroppers that I take. And then I've got my CBD that I take. So there's all of these supplements, and that's a lot. There's a lot of money involved in that. I mean, that's a lot of money. I do
meal replacements. It's your breakfast, right?
Well, I spend more on that than I do on food every month, it seems. I mean, there's a lot of money involved in that. So, but I do know that my food doesn't have these things in it anymore.
Yeah.
I know the one thing that I learned while marketing supplements was that our soils have been depleted. Our waters have been depleted of all of the things that should be out there. With the farming practices aren't letting the nutrients back in that need to be there. They just basically throw what they can in there to make that stuff grow and plump up. They're putting hormones and things in there to make the grapes big, to make this big, to make that big, but they're really not putting the nutrition back into them anymore. So the plants aren't leaching the nutrients from the soil, because we were never meant to put rocks in our body. We just weren't. We weren't never meant to pull the rocks out of the dirt and put them in our body. We were supposed to have the plants take the rocks from the soil, leach the nutrients from them, put them in their leaves. The animals were supposed to eat them, and the food that we ate had the nutrients that we needed. That's not the farming practice anymore. Farming practices have totally depleted all of our nutrients from our soils and our cattle, our pigs, our chickens, or all these things. So now we've got to supplement. So we're putting rocks in our body again. So you got to put good rocks in your body. So now you got to go searching for the proper supplements. And it's hard. It really is hard, and we say, okay, yeah, preventative, but what, it's going to cost me, thousands of dollars every month to take care of a family of 5, and that's not even counting food. And now I got to go look for other stuff. So what's your solution? And then, if I have this crappy insurance that me as a working guy has, but I want to go to somebody like you, how do I afford all this? How do I budget all of this?
So, I obviously, like, I can't see everybody.
Yep.
I don't take insurance at my practice just because they don't cover anything I want to do. I would rather spend the time with my patients versus fighting with insurance companies to try to get $10 reimbursement. But what I am trying to do, because I do want to serve more people, and I want more and more people to learn how to be as healthy as they can. That's why I'm starting to develop products, and I am starting a podcast so I can give education to people, because not everybody can afford to pay out of pocket for healthcare.
Just rich crypto guys, that's for sure.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying to figure out how to do more. Oh my God, I'm blanking on the word ephemeralization. I learned that from Robert Kiyosaki. Do more with less. So I'm learning how to do that so I can share health with more people.
Do more with less. There you go. Well, let's talk about your podcast a little bit, because we're trying to team up with you and help you with your podcast, and that's why we're bringing you on here. We like to talk about health. We'd love to tap into what it is that you're doing. Get updates every now and then. Have you check out stuff for us and help people that would like to be helped. So what's your podcast going to be? I know that you just set it up. Where's that? How can my people find that?
Well, I will let you know as soon as I air my first episode. I'm literally I'm about to start it, but it's going to be Ultra Healthy Human. It should be out on the main platforms. I would say check back in like a month. Now I'm really going to be held on the line here.
I think we already actually have the channel developed. I think Gary, he can put it in the private chat for me, and I'll get that out for everybody so that we can get you started, so everybody knows where we're going to find you at.
Okay.
And then of course we're going to be talking with more people from the Kiyosaki crew over there and the team, and updating them. And you and I are definitely going to have a conversation, because I've got a lot of stuff going on that I need help with. I am quitting my job. I'm becoming a full-time, I guess, entrepreneur. Does somebody who spends money, do you call them an entrepreneur? Anyway,
whatever you're spending money on, you're creating more assets, right?
I guess I've only got one that I really care about, to be completely honest. I mean, I'd like to do some more real estate. I am looking at real estate. And I know Robert is really, really into real estate, and some of his other people. So I can't wait to talk to them about that. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve on how to get into real estate even better. So,
I think even beyond real estate, I mean, Robert he's not only my patient, and there's no HIPAA violation here. He said I can talk about him, but he's also been a mentor for me. So people that are in things outside of real estate, I mean, he has helped me with, my real estate that my practice is in. My practice is paying for my real estate. So, way to create an asset. But going back to, touching on Robert again, and kind of how his health transformation has gone. Is it okay if I talk about this for a second?
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Since you brought it up earlier, I figure I'll finish his whole story. So Robert, when he first came to me, it was a couple of years ago. He was overweight, diabetic, high blood pressure, meant like brain fog, kind of moody, and he was non-compliant. I kept trying to get him to do stuff, and finally, somehow, I don't know how I got him to do the 21-day detox, and he started to feel like a little bit of something. He was starting to feel good, and then slowly over time, he started to be more compliant. And to the point of, he tells me when he wants to do another detox, which is amazing for him. And we have been able to, if you've seen him a couple years ago till now, he is a perfect testimony. I mean, we've reversed his diabetes, blood pressure under control. We've taken him off of most of his meds for that. Lost a ton of weight. He looks like we've done different, like that B-cell procedure that I mentioned with him, but lots of detoxing, IV vitamins, but he looks young. He looks more vibrant. He is like, it's like he's a whole new person. I mean, he's like, I look better than when I was in the military, and he feels great. And I'm so proud of him for making that change. And, you know, now it's like, he's dedicated and wants to take care of his health because he feels the difference.
Yeah, we need him around because he's starting to come around to cryptocurrencies now. And we have the ultimate crypto to introduce him to. I don't know if you've been involved in the space at all.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Well, I mean, for a lack of a better term, excuse my French, it's a shit show out there. And this community here has been through the ringer. I mean, this is a group of people that have been around crypto for a long time, that are tired of it, that were looking for the right crypto to finally come out, and they found it. We found it. And this channel here has exposed the whole community and brought everybody on so that we can talk about it and bring it to the world. And this is our first meeting with part of your team, with part of Robert's team, and we cannot wait to finally get in front of him, because he has been approached by other people outside of our community about this cryptocurrency in particular, because of the yield generation that it creates. It's just right up, you know, the Rich Dad team's alley. It's a phenomenal deal. I cannot wait to talk to you guys more about it. I know this show is, you know, about health and about you and our first kind of meeting. But eventually I know that we've got a marriage made in heaven here because of who your team is and who our team is and what we're trying to accomplish here. And I like your approach, being the person who's talking about the whole person, you know, mind, body, taking care of both things. And we like to do mind, body, and finance here. We talk about that too. And of course there's a spiritual awakening that comes from all of that, from freedom and taking care of yourself. And we don't get too political or into the whole spiritual thing here. But everybody has whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you connected to, you know, the power source that's out there that you feel like tapping into. But we like the holistic approach of kind of helping everybody with a little bit of everything. Because if you're gonna make money and be an entrepreneur, you got to stick around to spend it and enjoy it with your family, right?
Yep. I always say, without health, you have no wealth. And I'm excited to learn about your community. Like, people can reach out to me on, like, I'm trying to get into Instagram. I'm trying to get into social media more. I'm kind of like, I'm at my practice all the time, so it's new to me, but I am like active on Instagram. I want to learn more about your community. I want to learn more about this type of crypto because it's definitely intriguing to me. And I want to keep learning about it and keep like expanding my knowledge.
We're gonna embrace the Rich Dad team, and we're gonna teach you guys what we know, and we're gonna learn from you guys too. I cannot wait to marry the two communities. I'm really excited about this. We've been trying to break through and kind of talk with one another. Gary's been very active out there with Gammon and Robert and all of them, and bringing you in with. And when I found out there was a health person, I was like, oh, this is freaking awesome. We get to talk about health too, and we'll be able to regularly update. We'll get you to look at things for us. You can fix the old pirate's back. I mean, I'm excited about this. So, Dr. Nicole, thank you for coming on. We appreciate you. And you guys, I put her YouTube up there. By the way, you have a YouTube. We've
okay. That's news to me. I think you're helping with a few things.
Yes.
Well, I think I have 2 Instagrams now. I think he's helped me with a new one, but the one I've been using is called Ultra Healthy Human.
Ultra Healthy Human, guys. Be looking for her. Dr. Nicole is going to be coming back to us, and that's her YouTube channel. I just put it in the chat. So hopefully we'll get an update in another couple months or a month or so. And then also I'll give you guys updates on what she's doing for the old pirate spine.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for coming. If you want to hang out in the green room for a minute, I'd love to talk to you afterwards. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody and shut this thing down. So thanks for coming.
Okay. Yep.
Dr. Nicole, everybody.